Landa Park in New Braunfels, Texas is a local community park, but at one time it had rides that did include a roller coaster, making it a current amusement park of Texas. But what can one experience there today? Find out in this review. Sadly, I can't find any footage from the 1980s when this park had amusement rides and a nice hybrid wild mouse coaster, which would be a really nice plus to this park as a whole. So I can't speak much to its history. But today, Landa Park can be divided into a few different activities. The paths to walk on, various playgrounds and picnic areas for families, the train, the two other attractions and the paddle boats and miniature golf, and the water complex. The walking paths go around the park, and a little bit up into the woods, though somehow I seem to have missed those trails that got deeper into the woods. Growing up in Houston, I'm not used to cities having nice parks like this, so I'm actually always really impressed just to have a nice community place to walk around beside a lake. In the morning that I visited, there were a fair number of people just walking around to get exercise, and with the beauty of the park, this makes total sense. There's a path you can go climb up a hill, but this does seem to just drop you off in a neighborhood, so nothing too special unless you want a little extra climb in your walk. The playgrounds and picnic areas were plentiful. They did have signs saying the tables were by reservation only, which it seems that you can easily do online if you need a place for your family to stay while visiting. The playgrounds all seemed decent enough, though they were on the newer side, so none of those wonderful classic wooden playgrounds that I enjoyed at various places as a kid. With plenty of shade, this is more than enough for what kids might need to play. There's also this unique sound trail on one corner of this area that was just kind of fun to mess around with. Oh, Harmony Park. The train seems to be the centerpiece of this park and operates from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on summers and holidays, though you can check the time on the website to be sure. I do like classic train rides. This is a nice old school station where you can buy your tickets. Each ticket is $5, which is very reasonable, and they will come by and punch your ticket once you get on board the actual train. Even as 10 a.m. came around, they still waited a few minutes in case more people showed up. So if you're running a little bit late, you should still be able to squeeze this ride in when it just opens at 10 a.m. If you missed the first ride of the day, with the train ride itself being about 15 minutes, I'd estimate the train probably runs every 30 to 45 minutes, though that likely simply just depends on demand. The paddle boats offer a nice opportunity to go out on the lake. For early arrivers, this wasn't opened when I walked past it a little after 9 a.m., but there were people out on the water before the train opened at 10 a.m. There also is a miniature golf course on the far side of the park, which offers a nice opportunity for families to have a little bit of fun. This area is surrounded by the Worst Hall and a community theater, both of which could be a nice way to add on to your experience at this park. The parking lot by this area does appear to be a paid lot on the weekends when all the activities are going on, but the lots around Landa Park itself appear to be free.
Okay.
The water complex is actually pretty neat. The spring-fed pool is a classic offering of this park, and admission is only $7 for adults. Given that there are a variety of slides and such in this water area, this seems reasonable. Schlitterbahn next door is still going to be a lot better, but this is a nice option for an affordable and laid-back water experience. This area does seem to open around noon most days, so if you're just at this park in the early mornings like I was, then you will likely miss the opportunity to try it out. But it is probably worth doing if you want the whole Landa Park experience. Overall, how good is Landa Park? As a community park, this place is pretty great. Between nice trees and a beautiful atmosphere, Landa Park offers a relaxing place to exercise, have a picnic, or otherwise spend time with one's family. With a train, mini golf, and boats, this even has the makings of a small family entertainment center while still being affordable to budget-minded families. The water complex adds a nice touch while offering water fun in both a historic and exciting context. As far as an amusement park in Texas, though, there's obviously better ones around, though I do rank this higher than some of the FECs and farm parks in Texas. even ones with actual roller coasters. Landa Park may benefit in my rankings as one of the 4 categories I use as beauty, but it is also just benefits from the fact that I really enjoy the offerings of this park, and maybe I like trains. As far as coaster enthusiasts go, this park feels like a unique park credit that can be paired with nearby parks, such as Schlitterbahn or Camp Fifmo, as either something to do before those parks open or after they close. With how important rope dropping is at Schlitterbahn, you might want to just focus on that instead of trying to get cute, but should easily be able to ride the train and get over there to Schlitterbahn by the 11 a.m. for park opening if you really wanted to. Personally, I paired this park with Cliff Carver and Camp Fifmo, and was able to make that much longer drive and still arrive there by 11 a.m. when Cliff Carver opened. What are your thoughts on Landa Park? Is this worth a stop, especially for amusement park seekers? Let me know. And as always, Cup Coon Crop.